Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to weigh in our next fight. Next title attraction is a rematch showdown. 12 rounds of action for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World.
Making his way to the stage first, ladies and gentlemen, his return to the ring. He is the dog, Anthony Dirrell. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage, Sakio, the Scorpion-Bika.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to bring our fighters to the scale at this time. Reminding you, for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, the weight limit is 168 pounds. First, we invite to the scale the challenger, 26-0-1 with 22 knockouts, ranked the WBC number 6 world contender. Please welcome from Flint, Michigan, the undefeated Anthony the Dog Dirrell. Anthony Dirrell weighs in at 168 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the defending champion, with a record of 32 wins, 5 losses, and 3 draws, with 21 knockouts. Fighting out of Sydney, Australia, by way of Cameroon, making his 2nd world title defense. Here is the WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Sakio, the Scorpion-Bika. 167 3/4 pounds for Sakio-Bika. 3/4 pounds. Bika weighs in at 167 3/4 pounds. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a rematch. 12 rounds for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Sakio-Bika and Dirrell.
Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Cal Brook, please make your way to the left-hand side of the stage. Cal Brook and team, please make your way to the left-hand side of the stage. Please, Cal Brook and team, left-hand side of the stage.
We're going to talk to both guys. In fact, joining me right now is the gentleman, Anthony Dirrell. Last time you guys fought, it was a draw. You felt you won that fight. What will be different than this Saturday?
It's just going to be an easier fight. I mean, nothing's really changed. Just tuning up on a few things, but it's going to be an easy fight for me.
Because you guys fought to a draw last time, they always say you got to knock out the champion. Do you feel like you have to do that Saturday night?
I am going to do it. I don't feel like I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
You talked about you want to be the second cancer survivor to win a world title in the second week. What would that mean to you to win this title, considering everything you've been through? Fighting cancer, motorcycle accident, breaking your leg. What would that mean to you?
I mean, it would mean a lot. It's just not to me. It's to all the cancer survivors, all the people that have cancer, my city, my family, everybody. So it just means a lot. I mean, I can't even express it right now.
Anthony the Dog Dirrell, best of luck to you Saturday night. Taking on Sakio-Bika. Joining me now is the super middleweight champion of the world. Here he is, Dirrell-Bika, you just heard Anthony Dirrell. He felt like he won the first fight and says he's going to knock you out Saturday night. Give me your response.
Man, you know, the guy is always talking on. If he feels like he can knock me out on Saturday night, you don't need to run away. You don't need to run all the way on the ring, you know, and pretend, you know, shut up, man. I was talking, I didn't say nothing, you know. He was running all the way, you know, trying to run, trying to survive. Saturday, come and sit and come in the ring and see if you can fight. Don't run away.
Let me ask you this, Sadia. What will be different in your fight than Saturday night than maybe you did do the first time around?
I think the first fight it can just be because in the first fight, you know, I was just a little bit, you know, a little bit cool, a little bit calm, you know. Because first fight, when I see on the first fight, I was just a little bit calm. But the second fight, I can't be calm. I have to go there to make you fight my own fight. You know, just, you sure? You have to be cool.
Do you think you have to stop it?
I will give him, I will keep my belt up. If I need to stop him, I can stop him. And this guy needs to be in the ring and see he can set up in the middle of the ring and fight. He can't just run away, pretend, you know. If you want to get something check off, I will fuck you around on Saturday.
Yes, we'll do you Saturday night. He is the super middleweight champion of the world, Dirrell-Bika. All right, let's turn things over to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Well, fans, we're ready to weigh in our main event of the evening, the featured attraction brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime in association with Matchroom Boxing, sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, and AT&T, mobilizing your world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the main event is a battle of the undefeated 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Welterweight Championship of the world.
Making his way to the stage, he is the undefeated Cal Special One Pro. And now, making his way to the stage, the undefeated Showtime Shawn Porter.
60 friendly, but this way I lay up. The motherfucker lay up. I'm being Steph Curry with the shot. Been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to bring our fighters on to the scale at this time. Once again, the IBF welterweight champion. Weight limit of 147 pounds. First, ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated challenger with a record of 32 wins, no losses, with 22 knockouts. Ranked the IBF #1 welterweight in the world from Sheffield, England. Please, just to one count.
2000 later, trying to paint the picture. Comeback season, and it works, and now I'm thinking bigger.
Brook weighs in at 146 pounds. 146 and 1/2 pounds for Kell Brook. 146.5 pounds. Gentlemen, his opponent is the undefeated defending champion with a record of 4 wins, losses, 1 draw, with 15 knockouts. Making the second defense of his title, here is the undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Showtime Shawn Porter.
Let's go! Let's go! Oh, let's go! Struggling already? Oh, hell no! So put your wiener away. It's a magic trick. Party trick. It's a party sausage. 146.8.
Showtime Shawn Porter weighs in at 146 3/4 pounds. 146 3/4 pounds for Showtime Shawn Porter.
Is it hard to weight, yeah? Is it hard? Struggling. Is it hard? Struggling. Let's go, Let's go!
Once again, Showtime Shawn Porter weighs in at 146 3/4 pounds.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! Showtime!
For Showtime Shawn Porter. Really must be serious. Holla, scared of ice undefeated
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing. The IBF Welterweight Championship of the World. Showtime, Sean Porter, the special one. Cal Brook.
Carson, step up center. Are you ready for showtime, Sean Porter? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we need John Nader.
And we're going to start things off here with England's very own Cal Brook. Let me just say this. That was an intense face-off. I heard you. I saw you guys looking at each other, maybe mouthing. So what were you saying to him?
Passionate, you know. I'm coming here to win. This is it now. This is my time. I was born for it. This is me tomorrow. I'm winning that title.
You've been the #1 contender since October of 2012. So you've been waiting basically 2 years for this. You're a day away from the fight. Give me your thoughts.
I'm mentally ready, physically. I'm ready for this. My time tomorrow.
Maybe not a lot of fight fans have seen you fight here in the States, but I thought it was interesting. You said you're going to put on a show and take Porter out. Specifically, what do you mean by that?
You're getting took out. That means knocked out. You're getting took out. You're going to walk into a chocolate brownie rally. It's going to be very exciting. All that action, I'm bringing it.
And of course, he's got to take on, though, the undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, fighting on Showtime. That's a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Hey, he's sweating out here. It's not that hot, is it?
You just heard him. He said he's going to put on the show and take you out. He thinks that you've been too cocky, too overconfident.
I don't think so. It's just how I am. I'm confident when I get in the ring, and I think as a fighter, that's the mindset you need to have. So it's never cockiness, it's always confidence.
He just said basically his job is to put on a show here for the people in the States and take you out. So in other words, he said this one will not go the distance.
Well, everybody knows that I'm an exciting fighter. Anyone out there trying to outshine me, they're in for it. So I think he knows what time it is, and he's already sweating. That's it. What time is it? That's what I want to hear.
Well, we've seen some exciting fights out of you. What should we expect Saturday night? Do you think it's a fight that will go the distance?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I think that we worked on a great game plan. We're going to come in there and we're going to do everything that we can be, not only to be exciting, but win the fight. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything if you're exciting if you don't win. So our #1 goal is to win the fight. #2 goal is to be exciting, and it's showtime. So when I get in the ring, I think, both those things always come to.
Last but not least, because you are an exciting fighter, do you think your performance, you need a great performance because everyone's talking about maybe possibly fighting Floyd Mayweather down the line? Is that something you'd entertain?
I need a great performance because that's what I ask and what I expect out of myself. It's what my team expects. We always expect to come out, be spectacular and better than our last showing. So with that being said, no matter how far this fight goes, it will be exciting to get in the end, and I do expect to be, and still, I'll be a champion.
All right, he said he will be, and still, the IBF welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sean Porter. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. God bless.
All right.
Go ahead with your music, Mon, if you want.
Really quick, John Nader, Fernando Najara, Jason Gavern,